Hello everybody and welcome back to the Project Nexus Devchat. I'm here with Matt and Swain. Say hello.
We just did.
Yep, here we are.
Okay, hi then. And we are here with a very special guest star who's playing as Demos right now, Sean Hodges, better known to all you people at home as Cheshyre.
Hello. How's it going?
What do you
can't
do?
hear
Who
me.
are you? I don't know who you are.
I'm the guy, the dude. Oh God.
He's blue dude, so he's playing Demos. I think
Yeah.
you were third. I am Victor today.
Nice. Okay, that was intense.
Yeah, but Cheshire here made a lot, if almost all of the music for the main Madness Combat web series, and also like one half of this game's soundtrack. So you'll be
That's
hearing a lot of the tunes that he made during this video playing in the background as we speak. And I'll be sure to link the soundtrack in the description of this video so you can go and buy it on Steam if you like it that much.
If you like it, if you don't, no pressure. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Someone
you
committed
can
suicide.
freely throw yourself off into the water.
We're gonna do our
No. I'm over here now. Hello, Robot. Goodbye, Robot.
You'll notice robots explode with their debris going like a certain direction. It's not supposed to be that
Yeah.
way. A small change in the way that characters do exploding deaths, which happened after Haunting of Nevada House, the arena stage, where the skeletons explode. A change to that changed how robots explode, and I just kind of liked the debris flying forward, so we left it. So there's your
I like it.
behind-the-scenes dev thing of the day.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's exploding the wrong way, it still looks great. So I mean,
Yeah, it's a cute little effect.
yeah.
All in bits.
So right now, although we don't hear it because we record with volume on music down so we can actually hear each other, you guys are probably hearing Darkworm right now.
Yeah, which is the track that plays here in the mining sector. So let's talk about Darkworm for a bit. Chesh, what was your, if you remember at all while you were making the song, what was your thought process? Did you have any context for what this song would be used for, or did you just kind of make it?
There weren't too many songs where I knew the placement of it because those I don't think the levels had even been built yet.
Yeah.
But I did know it would be for story mode, and I guess the thought behind Darkworm was kind of, I was sitting around one day thinking about what I could make that would fit into a Madness game, and that thought alone kind of spawned the actual thought. So like the Darkworm is the worm in your brain. It's this dark, just penetrating, like you can't stop thinking about worm that gets into your brain and just changes your entire the attitude, I guess.
Like an earworm is what you would call like when baby shark gets stuck in your head.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, sinister.
Only much darker. Not so many babies, but
Well,
yeah.
you imply Baby Shark is not a sinister song.
Sharks.
Yeah.
Not on its surface, baby. Yeah, but that's true. That's a good point. But yeah, I just I thought.
Yeah, I think it's a fitting track for this part of the game because it's very deep sounding and it's very low, and it kind of has a creepy atmosphere to it that fits the mining sector because we're fighting horrible abominations and zombies, you know?
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think just in my mind, capturing the kind of dark environment, the gritty, disgusting nature of the Bandit environments. It's kind of a soundtrack for an environment more than it is a soundtrack for part of the game, part of the action. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of the tracks you made for Project Nexus are a lot more ambient and atmospheric, as opposed to your usual stuff in the main series, which is a lot more, bombastic, in-your-face, action-packed fight music,
Yeah. I think I went for more atmospheric because my experience, and I don't know, Matt, if you want to speak to this, but when we did the Flash game, the first, the classic version of Project Nexus.
Interactive or the one that you did with me and Matt.
Or you mean like
That's
the
right. Yeah, you met in Swain. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The original Project Nexus, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I apologize. My memory is absolute garbage. But
the game has changed names a couple times just to make room for this one, so you're not to blame there.
okay. But yeah, so with that game, I noticed that when I tried to make songs with just definitive themes, like most electronic music has, it just focuses on one theme and then beats the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Those ones didn't seem to be as popular as, say, like the Lost and Destroyed songs of that generation. So I thought, oops, I jumped off the elevator. I thought ambience would be better in story mode, just because it's easier to apply to any situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like the music you would make for like the cartoons, like kind of tells a little story of its own, and like that's kind of a strange way to go about it when you're making a game, which could do anything. Like your characters can be doing all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah.
So you need something a little more. I don't want to use the word homogenized, but less progressive, I guess.
That makes sense. Yeah, I would agree with that.
You like, really nailed that for your work on the original Project Nexus.
You know, we had a lot of conversations with Lochner about that topic when we were starting this game, the 3D version of Project Nexus, the one that we're on now. And that was a conversation. It was, you don't really know, like Matt said, like, what is the player doing? Are they sitting around? Are they reloading? I forget the term that Lochner used, but it was something like hurry up and wait or something. It was like music is becoming intense, and you're just sitting there reloading and picking up weapons and scavenging.
Waiting for the next rush.
Yeah. So rather than extravagant systems, like the music breaks apart, kind of like Ocarina of Time, where it turns into action when you're fighting and back to adventure when you're traveling. And
right.
Rather than a big complicated system, we decided let's just make it so you can't backtrack anymore. Let's make sure there's always some kind of action or something pushing you forward. We basically we went with the music you guys like pulled from your heart and tried to design the game based on those moods that you guys created. Because like you said, Chesh, almost all the soundtrack was created before the game even really existed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing, I don't think. It's just a different way of doing it, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. And I liked the separation of focus between Lochner and myself with the action-packed, more madness, fun kind of style. I mean, Lochner just destroyed it. You know, he just killed every track is just a monster.
We used him for the boss fights where you want to hear some level of like escalation. The fight is ramping up, and then we used your music for like when it's time to get into the grind. Like you need something that's like chompy and rhythmic, and like you can just like beat people's heads into that beat.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's where we placed your tracks, and I think each of you guys fit that niche perfectly.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you. I agree.
And I do believe you collabed with Lochner on one track in this game, and I think that's Dandy. I think Dandy is like a collaborative effort between both of you.
Dandy collaborative? I know we
feel like it was, but I could very easily be wrong.
Dandy was your song, Chesh, I believe. Maybe he like did some post on it or something. I don't know for sure.
It's possible. I know he sent me some files, and I think it was actually for the menu song, but I remember not like as I am now. I am terrible with anything that has to do with computers. So he sent me some files and wanted to collaborate on the main title theme, but I didn't know how to interact. So that was my bad. Then there very well could have been a conversation between me and Lochner, because we had a few about inspiration for certain themes. So Dandy could definitely have been on that list. It's just my memory is horrible about these things, and it was a long time ago.
Well, I do definitely think it would be interesting to see both of you work on the same song and blend your styles together. Because Lochner is a lot more traditionally dubstep. Like he's very much a dubstep artist.
Remixes too, like that was one of his big things.
Yeah.
And he still does. It would be neat to see. I was hoping for something like that. See like a Lochner remix of a classic Chesh song, just to like just to see what would happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see Lochner's take on Madness 10, which I personally believe to be Cheshyre's most insane track. Like
It might be. Yeah. I would love to see that too. I'd love to hear it, and alternatively, I'd love to remix something of Lochner's. Maybe put it on like a little two CD remix album for the fans and give it away for free.
Yeah,
that might be fun. But yeah, that would be insane.
Shall we change venues? Do you guys want to go into a stage?
Yeah, I think we're good to go into a stage.
Good, yeah.
Do any of these here mining sector stages have any chess tracks in them? Forgive me if I don't necessarily remember their placement.
Yeah, I also forget. Hold on, I can always open up the editor in the background and just see whatever.
Yeah. So just watch me beat up Zeds for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
I realize I've been punching a wall for the last 5 minutes because I can't talk and play at the same time.
I've watched you get grappled by Zeds and just sit there and let it munch on your face.
That's part of my strategy. I'm really good at being a human shield, so stay behind me.
The only reason you haven't lost any corpus is just because I've been saving you over and over again. Because I just beat up the Zed who's eating you.
I'm sorry I didn't say thank you before, but I appreciate that.
It's fine.
You
also haven't noticed me following you around and just like kicking in your general direction to bully you? I was doing that to Wallium in the last episode. I was just following him around and bullying him all the time.
That's hilarious. No, my pea-sized brain is still trying to figure out. I mean, I've before we started this call, before we even started talking, I've been trying to get these controls down, but it must be my old age.
Yeah, don't worry. You got 3 other guys helping you. You'll
That's
be
right.
fine.
And I'm more than happy to sacrifice my body, for the greater good.
And then you
as
just
I said
pick you
before.
back up if you die.
Yeah, just hold me up like Weekend at Bernie's style.
Yeah. This is our friend Sean. He's not very talkative.
Well, you could take us. You could take us to power play. I know that one.
Yeah. I just need to remember where the map thing is. I think it might be up here.
All right.
Yeah, here it is. The map. So, power play. Where are you? Up there you are. Let's do that on normal difficulty because we're not pros here. We're just good enough.
Just good enough. All right.
All right. I appear to be Hank.
I'm Doc, and you are my servant.
You're White Hank, Sean. And
White Hank.
I'm Pink Hank.
Yeah.
Oh.
Me, Dr. Damned. Also, hey, check this out before we go forward. We can still go back.
Yeah, we can go back.
Set to go back. This right here, this little health box on the left, I can't shove friendly players out of the way.
Sorry, that was me.
Yeah.
That health box right here, that you can't interact with it, but you can later.
Yeah.
I can't explain to you exactly how difficult it was to get that to work. Not just to make it so it wouldn't be usable and then it could be usable later, but the little indicator that shows that that's a health pickup thing. Getting that to not be available now, but to be available when we backtrack on the stage later, spoilers, that took me something like 2 days to figure out, just that.
Oh my god.
Hey Doc, you're a hacker. Try to hack that.
All 3 of us hacking together will be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, try to hack it, Doc.
I have a hacker man myself.
Oh, Doc is bowing out of the hacking.
Well, you looked at it so Hank could give his input.
Yeah, right. Hank stopped him before he could hack because he's just not having it. There you go.
It makes him very upset when people hack near him.
I'm upset that Pink Hank is not the color pink.
It's
As a switch. But it is what it is, It's the life we chose.
That's
Also,
right.
man, this poster here, like, that's a really old drawing of Hank, isn't it? Like one of the really ancient ones that Matt drew a long time ago.
I can't remember if I made it for this or what. I might have just drawn it on the fly. I don't know.
But it's
That's
on
awesome.
this poster now, so everything gets a use.
Easter eggs everywhere.
Oh, heap is lore. Fix it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that agent model in this poster up here is also really old.
Too late. We can always go back to that room.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
We don't have time. We've got to get through this.
I gotta
Matrix.
read this guy's diary. and then steal his Coca-Cola from his fridge.
Go look at the journal again.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Oh, Zep has to do it, right? And then we all get kicked out.
What about it?
Can't be seen. Yeah.
What
Right, there
about
you go. I just wanted to be off camera so that I can come in through the vent again.
Okay, nice.
And, yeah,
There
hello.
it is.
It's
And
us.
they all crawl in. Have you seen that comic on Twitter that somebody posted of like a Nexus engineer being like, okay, there's a problem with the vents, let's see what it is. And he opens up the vent and it's just like a whole crowd of AHW dudes in there.
That's great.
Yeah, like they
That's
got
awesome.
a ventilation problem in the Nexus tower because there's too many friggin' AHW floater.
Yeah, that was something in the science tower we did was the spawn points in climb, because the AHW only really appear in stages where Hank does. I mean, deliberately that thing.
Yeah, that.
Right.
It's
why
everybody's
otherwise?
favorite character.
Yep. Rich.
Yes.
Right.
I love it.
Nevada's Playboy. Rich.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, look at this pad. He's
Look
just a
at that.
bachelor extreme.
You see this? It's all his.
Yeah.
That's
He's had
right.
a long life.
But
I mean, how many file cabinets do you need?
this entire thing.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, this is technically more room than I have to myself in real life. So, Rich is living better than me.
Rich is living the life. No wonder everybody likes him. I like him. I didn't even talk to him.
Because Hank has to activate that.
Oh.
Alright, time to beat up everybody's favorite bad guys.
Right. Oh, I got a gun. I got a gun. Oh, yeah.
Or too powerful.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Chesh, I guess we should run you through some of the commands, because not only have you not played in a while, but you've probably never used controller.
No, this is the first for controllers, and yeah, it's been a while since I played, for sure.
Your left click, so left click. Here I'm already wrong. Left trigger is your aim. Also, it's your block
Really?
if you're using it.
Yeah.
For melee weapons, in order to do you're always going to do a strong attack by default. If you tap lightly, like there I am, Doc. If you tap lightly on the attack, you'll do like quick attacks. But if
Oh, cool.
you hit it down, you'll do strong attacks. Yeah, you've got your weapon swap is B button, so you can do that.
Nice. Okay.
A is your quick dash. You can always do a little zip dash and then a dodge, or left bumper, not trigger, but left bumper is your like alternate for most stuff. So you can just automatically do your dodge instead of doing a zip. But
Okay.
you'll get the hang of it. Really, all you got to know is right trigger shoots and
Yeah.
Gee,
And also that like colored cone on the ground. If you shoot an enemy while he's standing in it, you get a critical hit.
it's pretty.
I
confusing
remember that part,
for many
yeah.
players, but you know,
Oh, I've
But
long
the-
given up on critical hits right now.
yeah, that's just how these things work.
Yeah, with this many UI elements on screen at once, it gets a little hard to see what's going on.
It's so much more fun.
Eat it raw. Take that. Oh, crap.
I just
Yeah.
watched you punch
Some of
the
the
back of
technique
Doc's head
that
the entire time.
Look at me, guys. I'm an agent. Attack me.
Alright. Slice and dice.
Charge attack. Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Do that again.
Actually, no, where's those grenades? Here they are. I got an attack for you.
Oh, see what I did there? I blocked that for you.
Dangerous.
I intentionally threw it at you. You didn't block it. You did exactly what
No,
wanted you to
I
do.
intercepted it. I knew you were gonna throw it at me, so I put
Well,
my
what's that
body.
song that goes like, "I'd catch a grenade for you"? Is that what this is about?
That's what I went through my head when I did it. What do you know? Holy shit!
Making up songs.
Making up songs. That's a real song. I'll send it to you after this.
It's true. That's a Bruno Mars. That's who it is. Bruno Mars.
I have to
Yeah,
take
that
your
guy-
word for it. I don't know who makes music anymore.
Let me at him.
He's like the
Such a wrecking crew. I love it.
Kill him. Kill him.
yeah. We're just to get into a room and destroy everything.
Yeah, UI elements for what?
The game does not scale difficulty for extra players, so
Oh no, we are just
Perfect.
and
Yeah. Oh, we've already been in here
back.
with everybody being blown
we've
up.
already destroyed this room. Let's keep going.
There, I don't know if you've ever noticed up back the way we came. If you go up to the top room, there's dudes investigating.
Oh yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, we like little hidden things. There they are.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Looks like we've located the breach. Looks like I've located a hole in your head.
Oh,
those guys.
that works
are-
pretty good.
I want to jump this so bad.
I want. Wait a minute. Do that next
I'm in love with White Hank right now. I think his glowing goggles are.
Yeah,
I-
he's very
it's just
ominous. You can't tell what's behind those eyes, but it's probably not good things.
The eyes were some of the last things that you like. The cat eyes you can especially see on normal Hank with the red eyes.
Yeah.
Those like that kind of cat eye effect, along with the like Doc doesn't have it. Do his glow at all?
No, I think it's just unlit.
They do. It's just tiny. It's a tiny bit.
Yeah, he doesn't have a strong glow like Hank.
Yeah, plus the screen is red, so it's not showing. We'll see in a different stage. I'm sure it'll be more.
I also like looking at Hank front facing because he looks a little derpy. Like just look at Hank like front facing. He looks a bit out there, you know, a bit spaced out.
He may have taken too many pills. It's possible that he did.
No, he's not been taking enough of them. I think that's his problem.
That might be
still alive.
That might be it too.
Specific. All right.
So you guys
button mash in this corner. You guys button mash in that corner.
Oh, this is all technique.
I'll shoot. If I block you guys out of my brain, it's almost like I can play the game normally.
And then
That's the.
It's like the normal game, only the AI is a little worse.
Tells you jokes.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody's dead.
Cool. I'm gonna take this hammer with me to the outskirts.
Goodbye.
Damn it.
That took us 8 minutes, which is longer than it probably should.
Yeah, no, we were really dilly-dallying. It was kind of a good
Yeah,
time.
we did a walking tour. Walking Nexus.
I think we needed to see the space. You know, we need to see what we're working with.
Really explore the space. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now this is Dandy playing right now here in this overworld. Dandy
that
plays here.
Yeah, this one was a hard one to place because we like as far as like what stage we wanted to put it in, and we finally settled on the outskirts because of the kind of like cool, smooth like island form, like because it's clearly a reggae beat, right?
This agent has he had a basketball before you clubbed his skull in, but you know.
I'm sorry.
Not anything.
Didn't have a lot of much.
Yeah, and I apologize for the making this one so hard to place musically.
Get it.
I realized, as I was making it, I was like, "There's no reggae in Madness." Do they even know who Bob Marley is? I don't think they do. But at the same time, all genres are welcome. So Dandy is born.
No, I kind of like that.
Yeah, it worked with the kind of like free and loose life of the Bandits. It kind of helped us to sort of like place their culture, I guess.
That makes sense. They're kind of just like
they themselves are Jamaican or anything. It's just it's not that, you know.
It's all
they're a little more free spirited as characters and reggae.
And here we are beating the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, they're all aggressively Irish for the most part.
Irish reggae.
Irish Rastafarians. I wish I could do that accent. But I would break my brain.
So we'll just call it that.
What a goat!
Man.
They call me Dr. Payne.
Don't have a go if you think you're hard enough.
I'm not going to pick it up.
I can't do it. I'm not going to disrespect what Wall was.
Love you.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I think this is that's going to be Blood Sun or or not. That one is Murder Room.
And as much as I like Lochner's music, I think we should save it for when we have him on the show at some point.
Totally. Find a track. Which was one of the Nexus Tower.
Let's just go to this thing and let's check and see if it was Security Shakedown, and Zep, you can confirm for us if you want to just sample the music really quickly.
Yeah, since you'll be the one listening.
Yeah, it's the one that goes or climb, or rather, is that
really
Shakedown?
That might be the road I'm thinking of. No, no.
What was the name?
It could be base jumping.
Yeah, try Shakedown.
All right, Shakedown it is.
Base jumping is definitely locked.
This
is a good Shesh track.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. This was me attempting to make a song that sounded like something a badass would be listening to on their headphones while doing something like this. But that's pretty much as far as that.
That idea went.
Yeah,
it smacks of like that kind of technical stuff you got from like the Terminator 2 soundtrack when the SWAT team was milling around.
Yeah. Definite 80s, 90s.
Cashed up and good, you know.
Well, I think
I need
I think
to grab
having-
the key card.
Having
Or
the
rather-
We need demo.
Well,
Demo's-
Chesh, we need you to hack
You're
this.
trying to find Chesh. You're the
Right.
only one that can use that computer.
Don't worry, guys.
There you
I've
go.
got
You
this.
Alright, I should be able to control the robot, maybe.
Yeah, we'll let
It would be very funny if the game broke here.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Go over there,
Robot.
little robot
Pretty
buddy.
Controller, but
I love the robot usage protocol sign that we get to look at. Also, with the directions on how to use it. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Right.
I remember I like looked at a lot of the posters in the game. They got a lot of lorem ipsum on them. I've noticed that.
A big fan of lorem ipsum.
Yeah, big fan around here. Is that?
It's pretty stylish. Pretty darn stylish.
Yeah, I need to actually use the friggin' key card.
our community manager, Uncle Funkle, notified us that some people were having problems picking up the key card. So I'd like to point out that that is not broken.
Yeah.
It's working as intended. I don't think I've ever played this multiplayer before, this section. I hope it holds up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
oh
gonna
God.
be a chaos mess, but
Yeah.
I'm counting on a lot of us getting kicked around.
Yeah, Zep,
Well-
you're on laser wall detail, okay?
All right.
I'm going to charge in full steam, so stay behind my body, no matter what happens.
God bless
I'm
your
just
body.
gonna be over here.
Best of luck to your body.
All right, I'll hold him off here, guys. You get the key card.
Right behind you. Oh, he's big. Bye.
Oh, I'm out of bullets. That's all right. It's okay.
Have fun, John. Wish.
I'm okay.
Oh, no, stay up here, please.
Shit.
It pains me to see you suffer.
Wait, is that me?
It
That's
doesn't
me.
pain me. In fact, I quite enjoyed it.
I canonically need to live. Protect me. Oh, I'm a special boy.
Yeah, it's like
I
in
love-
Smash Bros. If you're playing as Bowser and you match with Mario, you're allowed to lose because that's just canon at that point.
To betray him.
The sound effects also, guys. My God,
There's something else, yeah.
they're beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah.
All right.
I got it. I can hack. Apparently, Victor's a hacker.
Nice.
That or those computers are set to just allow you.
I think that was the case because it would be kind of obnoxious to like kind of swap characters in this.
Yeah, though in single player, you're swapping between Timos and Jeb, which are both hackers.
Asshole. Give me that shotgun. You don't deserve a shotgun like this.
This I have a giant cleaver. I forgot that's Victor's thing, and that will get me killed in this area.
Oh yeah, that is a dilly dally gun.
Aha.
I have throwing axes. Useful, so useful.
Conduits on the way.
Uh-oh. Oh, I lost. There I am. That's right on the front. I remember now. Okay. All right. I blacked out for a second. I'm having flashbacks. Oh, God.
That one time you were chased down a hallway by a giant monster.
Yeah.
Having raw mercury flashbacks.
I think everybody has one of those experiences, don't they? Right? I mean,
Yeah.
I can't be the only one.
Admit.
You haven't lived until you've done mercury.
It just rolls down your throat. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, the door puts this out, and here we go. Remember, you have to knock them all off here, every single one of them.
Okay.
Which you don't, but it's more fun.
Kicks
yeah.
it
There it is. Thank you.
Blondes have more fun knocking people off the ledge.
It's also fun kicking them into the walls. I've noticed.
Yeah, you can pull it off.
Yeah. Jeez. You guys, this game is so much fun. Oh my gosh. I love it.
The only challenge here is to see who can get the most kills, which that's the thing we have to do too, is mark who got what at the end of the stage.
That would be nice. I do like the wrecking proof feeling of this game.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Duration for
Yeah.
my...
Like in Left 4 Dead 2, like at the end of the campaign or whatever, it just shows you like this player did the most damage to the tank. This one killed the most zombies.
Yeah, break it down statistically, like stats for nerds or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right, stats for nerds. YouTube does that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I'm gonna block.
Nice.
I didn't block, I got hit in the head.
Well, like making that guy's hammer big and stupid.
Yeah, totally changed his personality. Yeah, he used to be a very fast attacker with his like skill and size. So
Yeah, he would use just a regular breacher, and it would look small in his hand, but we didn't really think too much of it because he was moving quick.
yeah,
Like, but what if we just like held him down with a big dumb weapon?
There's a boatload of guns in these lockers if you want.
I'll get called, dude.
I have a boat.
I have a breach mare.
And I have a load. What are you gonna do about it?
Right there.
I got it.
Andy.
No. Whoa, shit.
Laser.
This should zap us forward. There we go.
There we go.
And I just casually join all of these riot guards.
Oh yeah, this is in this version of the game. Does your charge of attack as Jesus hurt us?
I was trying it earlier. I don't think it does. No.
Yeah, cool. We're immune, so that did make it to this build.
Unfortunate. It was fun to toss my own friends with it. But I understand because it can get a bit annoying since.
Yeah, you can't troll a troll, so I just added that to the game.
Nice.
And boom.
Yeah, Jeb's playing with hacks anyway. He plays life with hacks.
What do we got?
Live hacking.
And he still gets his butt kicked anyway. That's why cheaters never win, kids.
Cheaters never win. Well, they do a few times, but
I win them like kind of all the time.
Yeah, they win it. They're right. They
Yeah.
win it. Oh, this engineer is totally taunting me. He keeps doing a pistol whip to interrupt my slow attack.
Yeah. It's because he's intelligent. He's smart.
Yeah, and people say that this is the worst AI in any game they've ever played. Well,
oh, who says that?
who's
Probably
laughing
cheaters say
now?
that.
Complete morons, that's who.
No, they don't immediately one-shot you with every single attack, so therefore the AI is bad and incompetent.
The single worst AI I've ever
The
experienced.
sing- You mean I have to actually try and kill it? I don't know. I just want to blow through the game, spend $60 on a game, blow through it, and then go buy another one.
I should get this thing.
Except this, we don't even sell this game for $60. It's
Exactly.
Do a lot of
It was a bad,
boom.
We
a
did.
bad analogy, but still,
It is criminally undersold at only $25.
with some of the best AI that I think I've ever seen in my life. I just want to say that out loud.
Some they die.
What this game lacks in AI, it makes up for in a 15-hour playtime, all of which you're experiencing the AI.
Yeah.
So. Oh, you
Take
guys
that.
are definitely injured. I want to point out that I'm not. I have the least health. Well, Doc and I do.
Well, I think I lost one to Gestalt, and I
You guys
think I
are-
get brownie points for that.
Yeah.
I took a grenade back there a while ago. I remember that.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at this game.
Not to brag or anything.
Oh, okay. I'm out of bolts now, and I'm deep in enemies.
Go away, Mr. Riot Guard. You're so annoying.
Yeah, we just make a sandwich where he's the meat.
That's right. He's the meat, and we're also the meat.
Who's on that side of the room now? There it is.
You ever make a meat sandwich? It's just 3 pieces of ham stacked on top of each other.
Oh, that's the best. With some ketchup in the middle.
Yep.
Talking about a ham-wich.
Hey, Soldats.
What a surprise.
I
They're
love
already dead.
why
Yep.
you dumbass swords and make-
Oh,
That's
he
what
tried, he tried. He tried and he died.
Hello, I'm here now.
Wait, no.
Wait, what? Oh,
I'm back
Yeah.
here. I
oh no. Sorry, guys. I was in
You're
the corner.
behind the gate.
I needed some private time. And
Yeah.
I would respect my private.
Listen, I don't
right
want to
here.
know what Demos does on his private time. It's probably not anything.
Nobody does.
I think
Yeah.
this is the first time we made any connection with this between Phobos, the AHW, and potentially the employers.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is I mean, it's an open secret, but this is the auditor talking here. I do
For-
believe.
Oh, that's all.
End of the game, it's a little disambiguated as to who that might be.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not many characters in the series who have a name that starts with A. So
Mr. Hayden, you get to take out the big guy. He's all yours.
All right.
Let us know when
I
he's
got him.
completely 100% dead.
I mean, he's a little harder than I thought he was going to be, but it's okay. I got a new tactic. I'm trying it right now.
You guys off your back.
all right, I got his helmet off.
That was me. I did that.
No, that was me. You are taking
Well-
my credit.
I mean, we worked together as a team, is what I meant.
All right, fine. I can accept that.
Ouch, ouchie, ouch!
My bones.
guy.
And this guy's just bulldozing through our wrecking crew.
Not today, Junior.
We have to
Get in the corner.
Did you like that pun I made? You know, bulldozing through our wrecking crew? Yeah. No
That was good.
Alright. At least somebody appreciates me around here.
Oh, he got past me, guys. I'm sorry. I failed at my job.
Fun.
Oh.
Oh, he actually, man. Oh, hey, Mr. Good at this game, you're dead.
What? That's not me.
Wait, are you not Doc?
I'm Victor.
Oh, you're Victor.
In a
Okay.
lot of ways, I always have been.
Is he also your self-insert in the same way Doc is Matt's?
No, Matt came up with Victor. I'm not sure what his background was before we started to like. Well, he appeared as a character just to fluff out multiplayer so that Sanford Demos had someone to play alongside.
Yeah, so we didn't do like White Sanford.
Alright, at least I got to kill him. I'll accept that.
Oh, that was me. See? I'm shooting, and his body's dead right next to him.
I will kill you.
Fully shot him, though.
God, I
you guys
remember
ever
I used to
notice-
get so lost in this room, like, man, where do I go? And completely miss the arrow pointing out.
Yeah, those got added for that reason, but it didn't really help.
See, it's that kind of subtle attention to detail that it's so subtle that when you see it, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't see that.
Stop it.
I do believe we have a boss coming up, so gear
we
up,
got-
I guess.
We sure do.
You ought
I'm
to
gonna-
heal, Sean. You're pretty
Yeah, I
low.
need that.
This
Thanks,
weapon's
guys.
added for me, so you guys are gonna grab he. That's a TN45 right there with a lot of.
I got a M16 with a bunch of magazines, so I'm good. I want my katana for close-up shit.
I want this for close up. I want to go smile high.
Are you trying to assault me?
Smile high,
I'll see you in the HR office.
and then when his head
Oh, yeah.
say heads up, just prepare
God,
to
that-
Oh no, you gotta mix it up and say two heads are better than.
Here we have one of the more cinematic bosses in the game.
Jeez, man.
Yes, and with me standing there, I'm not supposed to be in that shot, but I'm an extra player. That's the that shot is directly derived from Ganon at the end of Ocarina of Time. Oh, I'm taking a hit here. That's a fact. Yeah, where like Link is standing in front of Ganon, except in this shot you can actually see me standing there because I'm not supposed to be there. Well, I definitely got floated.
Yes. Don't worry.
Just punching, I guess.
Did we not kill a corpus on that? Disappointing.
This is the most terrifying thing that's ever happened in my life. Oh my god, what's he doing? He's freaking out. Oh god.
Charge up!
Charge that laser.
He's charging his lasers.
Every time.
Yeah, we were talking about dynamic music in video games earlier, and one example I always liked was Skies of Arcadia, which has like the music gets more heroic and bombastic if you're winning the fight, but it gets
Yeah.
all doom and gloomy if you're losing.
So how hard would that be to actually program? Because there's got to be like certain.
Program is fairly easy. I would
Is it?
probably, at the very least, you could like change the tempo if we used Fmod or something that can support that.
Well, I think the way to do it would be like tying it to the character's health. Like if you're low health, this
That's
music
what I
plays.
would think. Tying
If you're high
tying it
health,
to an element.
this music
Yeah.
plays.
From a code perspective, it's extremely easy to do it as long as the music is set to be able to support something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this
'Cause, yeah,
axe does a lot of damage to our good friend Hive here.
Yeah, this guy is not long for this world. We made him a little bit easier to kill not too long ago. He's a little bit grindy, but I love the escalation of his difficulty.
Yeah, I always describe him as the endurance test of a boss. He's just here to kind of test how long you can survive.
He's pretty good at his job, I would say.
I love this boy.
Yeah,
Oh my-
and lore-wise, what would you say Hive's purpose is? Because that's always been a bit ambiguous.
Well, like, he's just a mobile fucking weapons factory. Everywhere
There you go.
just produce soldiers.
Yeah, slugs
Yeah.
are kind of like what you have. He's a little bit like obsolete though. That's part of this thing. That's why he's locked up here.
Yeah, he's no good.
Yeah, he's part of the cloning process, or a version of the cloning process back before selves were getting all cleaned up using the Divergence engine. So that's a bunch of technobabble for people that haven't played the game. But suffice it to say, cloning used to be a gritty, like dirty process that left behind a lot of radioactive reality warping effect. And Hive is basically eating that effect while spitting out perfectly good clones that don't know anything. So those slugs kind of grow into grunts eventually. in theory, but
yeah, so I guess that's a little bit of insight of what theoretically a baby grunt would look like. It's a little ball of
When
meat.
they're born this way.
don't call them don't call them baby grunts.
Why not?
They don't like it.
Well, how are you upset by that?
I don't know, but you make me swing.
Look at me mad, dude. Shut up.
So it's impossible to kill him when he's doing this, but you can bring him down to almost dead.
Right.
So that the next hit will wipe him. Yeah.
I think he might be my favorite character so far in the game, besides the us.
I
But
think killing him has the most cathartic effect, the way he just bounces around shooting rockets everywhere.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
Now he's just like, oh, F this, and he's just trying to take everybody out with him as he goes haywire.
Ow.
It makes me feel like Smash TV bosses, the way
Yeah.
like they just go absolutely apeshit when they die.
yeah,
Huge fan of that sort of aesthetic.
and he's obviously got to be frustrated because he's been in this room attached to those cables, by himself. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then we come in here and start shooting him. He's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Lord knows how he's still alive. Truth be told.
A word.
Lord knows why they didn't just kill him when he became obsolete, but maybe they couldn't.
Well,
It speaks to the menacing,
Yeah, I think it
disgusting
speaks to
intelligence.
the nature of the Nexus core and that they are cruel enough not to take this beast out of this world.
Their HR department doesn't really care about him, so
Their HR department doesn't exist.
All right,
that's
welcome
probably
to Hodges.
yep, that makes sense.
Not much to kill him.
All right, here we are. The most satisfying death in all of this game.
Get all up with his face.
Gotta love a good head explosion.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we did it for Ghoul, and then we're like, we could do better.
Yeah, we want more people
Like
to
that,
explode.
yeah, like that was great. He died like a spider, but
Yeah.
like we can be so much bigger and better. So we just exploded everything on his body.
I love that goal. That's a wonderful goal.
What is a good chess track stage?
Is there Seeking Asylum? Is there a chess track in that one?
I think we already played Seeking Asylum with Walliam last time, didn't we?
Yeah,
Did you?
that's one of my favorites. Is that the one with Walter White, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's my favorite. As far as like music I just listen to, that's a song I put on loop and listen to for like 40 minutes.
Yeah. It's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, well, for chess tracks I like to just sit and listen to from this game. AHW is definitely a top tier one.
Where's that?
Impermanent is another really good one. A good
Sure.
listening track. Darkworm is also just another great listening track.
Darkworm was so much fun, and Darkworm and Black Sky are kind of in the same. Like one is in the earth and one is above it.
Yeah.
But they're kind of this like a sequel to each other.
They're connected. They're rooted
Yes.
in each other.
That's the one that was in the power play, right?
Yeah.
Game, yeah.
And that reminds me, I wanted to mention like one of my favorite things about Cheshyre's music in general is that like he's able to convey. Why am I speaking about you like you're not here? You're able to convey a lot of emotion in your music without ever speaking a single word.
Thank you very much. That's a huge compliment to me.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
Road Trip Through the Apocalypse, I think is a good example of that. And like MC 5.5 is another great example.
and the 6.5,
Yeah.
the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Those were some good ones. Thank you.
It did that same thing 9.5 did in the middle, where like the tone changed drastically because the
Yeah.
Yeah, like in 6.5 you have a lot of build up and it's kind of gradual, and like the music really picks up in that scene where Sanford shoots up the adrenaline and starts going crazy with the shotgun. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the soundtracks like to confirm. I can get some ideas. Let me see. I'm gonna get some chess tracks. There it is. Yeah, Black Cloud, Darkworm, Chessing Crazy. Hankenstein. Where did Hankenstein appear?
God.
I think it's an arena. A lot of these ended up in arena.
Yeah.
it's,
I think Hankenstein is actually the first song I ever made for this game.
We should be playing Scenic Route. We already did that though, didn't we? In Fort
Yeah,
Hill.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one was also very good.
Yeah, I did bring this up yesterday. I think it was the ever encroaching issue that we're probably going to run out of stages to play at some point. I don't know. We could ask the people if they're okay with us doing repeats of stages.
I'll bet they would be, depending. I mean,
I think it'd be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I personally have no issue with it, but, you know, we might get comments like, oh, you guys are playing the same stages over and over again. This is so boring. You know?
I've already seen that shitty AI before. Why don't you show me some more shitty AI?
Yeah.
Something stupid like that, yeah.
Well, so why don't we field some we'll just do tours of areas and we'll just take some comments from.
Let's do it. Yeah.
What's the story behind security and processing? Tell us.
So folks who are joining us for the first time, or who may not remember, last time we were suggesting that if y'all leave comments on the video, we will try to field those questions with answers on the next video. And wouldn't you know it, we're on video 3, so we're going to take some comments from video 2. And we're maybe not on preference, but we're just kind of going down the list of questions that we think are relevant that have been upvoted on YouTube by other commenters and other viewers.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're basing it on. Nothing in particular, but
solid strategy.
Somebody was asking if there's any plans to add multiplayer to Arena. And I will say that there were originally, but it became very difficult to consider that, because Arena is such a it's supposed to celebrate you and your custom guy that you built, and it was very difficult to kind of create the story in a way where you can have multiple people walking around. That said, I'm not against the concept of it, but it feels like we'd be biting off a lot more than we can chew if we did that. So for now, as I understand it, people can play your hirelings, right?
Yeah.
So
you're restricted to not being able to level up on your own. Like, the game's just going to do it for you, but you can play.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of deliberate, because then otherwise people could, you get a guy in Arena who's a brawler, he's an unarmed guy, and then you add your own controller as yourself, and between stages level him up yourself and increases melee when that's something you shouldn't be doing. It felt too like just abuse the game and kind of take advantage of that system, so we just left it the way it is, which is the NPCs decide, your hirelings decide what they want to buy on there.
Yeah, and I guess if your friend's like, oh, I like to use guns, you can make him play as a gunner, and there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just kind of Arena is just set to be the single player with some wiggle room for multiplayer, and if you want to play the actual multiplayer experience. Bearing in mind that this game was never really built for multiplayer. We had to go back.
I was going to mention that
everything just to support it.
Yeah, just being able to play with your friends on multiplayer in any capacity is pretty amazing, I think.
It was really rough getting it working as just one person who didn't understand it. Plus, we had a mostly finished game, and I was adding it on after the fact.
Yeah,
it was tough, but I made it work, and I would love to have a viable Arena multiplayer type thing, and that's not off the table yet. But it's not a priority next to other stuff like localization, trying to get the game translated to other languages. And we have other priorities that are higher than that, but it's not in the cards. I mean, I put all the work into a system that does it, that lets you play multiplayer. It's just making it sort of feel functional. And the worst part is adding more UI to the game. I hate UI. I hate interface. I hate doing it. But I mentioned that I hate it. So anywhere where I can avoid doing that is better for me.
Yeah.
For my mental health.
Well, another question, a bit more of a pressing question that I noticed. I think there was even a highly upvoted comment about it. I guess it's finally time to put this question to rest once and for all. Will Z Survival Mode and AHW Mode make it into the game at some point?
I doubt it. Bear in mind those.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already kind of acknowledged that elsewhere. I don't know if it was on the older podcast, but bearing in mind that those were stretch goals that we didn't hit on Kickstarter, and we would have honored if we'd gotten to it. Those would have been nice to have with more money, but we never got to that, and we worked out of pocket for 8 years just on what you see. So it's unlikely that we'll do that. If we do a Z Survival, it's more likely we'll do one way would be I'm trying to work with modders like Dark Signal and X Default, who are doing Not Enough Madness, the leading big mod now. I'm trying to, and I want to do more work with them to make the game more moddable, so if people want to see game modes like that, that can be something that modders could do.
Yeah.
So that would be my more approachable solution. But That said, AHW mode kind of got taken over by people just being able to do what they want to in the interactive. It's what we used to call it, playground mode.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to just see what'll happen with a big guy versus a bunch of small guys, go for it. You can create that scenario. Yes, I love the 4-man jump out of that. That's my hashtag fave.
We're almost like a 80s band jumping up at the same time.
Totally, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Name this band.
Bands, if like who's taking what? I guess
I want to be the...
Jeb's too scratchy for vocals, so I feel like he'd be bass.
Yeah, right. Victor is kind of quiet. We don't really know much about him, so he's the mysterious drummer.
Yeah.
Plus, he's
also the bad
weapon. One of his things is he comes in with the cleaver, so the guy's got arms. Maybe the only person in Bandit that do.
Doc's got that sweet, sultry.
Flat front man.
Yeah, even if he's bad at it, he'll do it.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be vocal, but he's definitely like lead guitar and front man. If anything else.
You can't see his hair right now, but his locks, just the women die for. You know.
Yeah, back when he had that mohawk, that was a different time in his life.
That's Doc on bass, honestly. he's like, you know, he's not front and center, but like without him, the entire band falls apart.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Demos is the one like all like the teen girls fan over on the internet.
I guess it depends on if Christoph is like. It depends on the band, because I mean, Christopher Lee was also the actor was also a metal singer as well.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was. He had a bunch of like. It sounded like Saruman, basically like grunge screaming stuff, but it was really awesome.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
Yeah, Count Dooku on his free time likes to do.
Right. That's like Leonard Nimoy singing about the Shire. It's just
What kind of music would they make though? This band. I'm thinking prog rock, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Because like we're all a bunch of rebellious sorts, right? We're all against the Nexus core. We don't like authority. I feel like prog rock.
We like to think of ourselves as deep thinkers. Also,
at least
there might be a little.
I don't know about everybody else.
Too damn smart.
Yeah, Jeb won't shut up about it. Come on, Jeb.
So I got a question that actually pertains to Victor, and I'll read it, but I'll let Matt field the answer. The question is, was Victor meant to have any significance in the story mode as his own character, or was he created purely for the 4th player and co-op? Because I know we kind of touched on that already.
Yeah, like when we had put together Victor and Doc, it was literally just to flesh things out, but then they wound up finding seats within the canon. Doc more prominently than Victor, of course, but like something we've enjoyed about like Victor's mythos, we'll say, is that like it's kind of important that he stays far away from the canon. That's why the maker is super interested in him.
Yeah, people who've beaten arena mode may have started to note, and I mean after a couple imprints where you get, I think by the 3rd imprint and then the Magiturge ending on your 4th imprint, you've kind of got the whole story of arena. And at that time, without spoilers for people that want to get to it, you start to realize that if you're part of the plot of Madness Combat, of Project Nexus, if you're part of the plot, you're part of the problem. Victor stays in the background on purpose, so I'll kind of leave it that's
about all we got, right?
He's intentionally irrelevant.
Which is why the maker avoids being seen. He doesn't want himself be seen, is because
he doesn't want.
Yeah, if you get sucked into the plot, then you're part of the machine, and if you're part of the machine and you happen to be the maker, then you are under its control, and you can't let that happen.
I like it. I like the motivation.
Yeah. Don't let the world completely
Let me go
collapse.
find a map station, because I think we've pretty well cleared out these rooftops.
Yeah, I haven't killed anyone lately. I'm getting a little antsy.
Let's go beat up some Zeds in the mining sector.
Blast through some.
Perfect.
Blast chasms a little bit.
I mean, we could play chasms, or we could just go to the hub world and beat everybody up there.
Somebody had asked a kind of follow-up question with Victor also about whether or not we'll see more of him. And I think that
we've got some like things like that are 99% done that we just need to like find a place for.
Yeah, I doubt he'll. Oh, that's right. My dog is walking around and she's got her. He's got her collar. Picked up the ball and decided yes. Now it's time.
When the dog says it's time, that's when it's time.
I apologize for the jangling. My little dog is very needy.
She can be the mascot of these dev streams.
The mascot of begging for eating all day long. So Victor, I doubt you'll see him as like a major character in this game, but he does appear in the ARG at one point. For those who know, well, they know. But I think he'll probably appear more like that sometime in the future, but less so in the game. He'll kind of stay where he is.
Yes.
There was a question about Hank getting his own set of voice lines, but I think they don't realize he already does.
He has voice lines. Oh god, no. Sometimes someone like on the Discord like is asking, he's like, will he get real voice lines or is he just gonna have sniff sounds? And like, excuse me, what?
Yeah,
like he
lost
like,
dweeb.
well, he has like sort of voice noises. It's just like the effort of the physical effort exertion sounds of like punching and kicking and shit.
Yeah.
Like not vocalizations, just like ah.
Yeah, and some people don't understand that that's a choice. The idea of giving Hank a voice, it's like, people have gotten used to it now, but do you remember when people liked Demos, but we really liked Sanford, but folks were having an issue. Like, Sanford doesn't sound the way that I think Sanford should sound. And that's valid. There's been headcanon going on for, what, like 20 years?
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, of course people are going to have an opinion on that. They have
It's
the right
only
to have it.
natural that once the canon finally became real, it was going to conflict with the headcanon of the fandom.
Yeah, could you imagine that problem with Hank? Like, it would be like tenfold.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the problem.
Hank is quiet. Hank is quiet in the cartoon series. He's not very chatty. He does have some lines, like
He has like text lines, but I think that's just a matter of
there could be thought bubbles, and he may not be saying it, you know, like.
Yeah.
So, Madness Combat, by virtue of what it is, there's not a lot of chatting. So, giving them voices was tough enough as it is. Hank giving him a voice was a deliberate choice to avoid doing that. So all he has is
yeah, just little exertions.
yeah, things to imagine him talking, but we deny you the full experience of what he might sound like. So
I think that's a good choice. Like with horror movies, like when they show you the bad guy, then you're like, that's not that scary. But when you can't see the bad guy, that's when it's the most effective, you know?
Yeah, like a lot exists in our imaginations and in the abstraction, and
Yeah.
horror definitely benefits the most from that ambiguity. And I
Exactly.
another instance of us benefiting from what ambiguity can do for us.
Yeah.
That is to say, Hank's not got a lot to say.
yeah, let's go chop up some abominations on the stage.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, chasms it is then.
Little choppy chop.
Yeah, as we I guess get towards wrapping up. Let me see.
Let's get some more questions.
Yeah. Get some off the wall questions. Oh no, I want to see some weird ones.
Questions?
Oh, here's
Why is-
a neat one. So I'm not just me, but I've been watching the Batesy playthrough of our arena mode.
Oh yeah, I've been checking in and out of it every now and then. I remember I screamed at Matt in his DMs when Batesy uploaded because I was like, holy crap dude, this guy's like my favorite YouTuber and he uploaded the game.
Oh yeah, no, Batesy.
Oh, he's hilarious. I depend on every couple weeks his new updates on the game because it lets me vicariously experience it through somebody who's just genuinely excited about it. Which
Right.
that's, you know, it's nice to get paid, and we did basically make this game for free for 8 years, so it's nice to finally make a couple bucks off of it. But in all honesty, like being able to, like, you know, I finished my dinner, I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm done watching troll videos. I now want to experience somebody enjoying my game. I want to know that somebody out there appreciates it or enjoys it at the least. And
Absolutely.
yeah, his playthrough has been so satisfying.
Yeah, he's
So that said,
very much the entertainer.
question about whether or not we're going to see any other voice actors come in to do lines, I would love to offer to like YouTubers and people who've been playing the game, like if they have an origin that they like that doesn't already have a voice, like Batesy's been playing the patient, and they're down to do it, I would love to like incorporate them as voice actors. You know, because pro YouTubers had good setups. So
Guess who got the good room?
how'd you? Oh, you cheated up there because
You cheated. You did this to me.
yeah. Well, I guess since I did give that to you. Yeah, there's wall. You know about it, right, Zep? How to get up there?
Yeah, there's like a little hole that you can crawl through. I don't exactly remember where it is.
But Matt and I can cheat up there because
Yeah, if you lose focus on us, we'll wind up there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
see if I can force it.
But yeah, see if you can.
I
we'll see if you remember how to do it the real way. But
Yeah, it's later in the stage, and I think there's like an out of the way hole in the wall that you can crawl through and end up there.
it's the next room. Yeah, it's hard to miss. Well, it's easy to miss, but let me show it to you.
I like if you probably watched my playthrough of the game because I was like one of the first people that did a let's play of this game, and I completely walked past it, just completely missed it.
You're not supposed to be able to realize it.
Yeah. It's discreet.
Yeah, I think the door that you blow up is the same exact one that Gestalt bursts through when you first encounter him and Jeb and Hank are evading him on whichever one that is. It's not the secret lab after containing or something. Let's get those lights on. Slap on. There they go. Cowards.
Fools.
Run. You're all wet.
I can't swim. Oops. That mean?
So we designed, like, you can see all the little cracks and stuff up here where I am.
Yeah.
Top left. Yeah, that's all set up to be like kind of like a little hint, you know.
Yeah.
And then if you hit it, might need something that can bust through that wall. Well, let's go find it.
I have a grenade.
That's not you can
Okay,
try that.
fine.
Do it.
This isn't Madness 2 rules where you can drop a grenade and just blows up a wall.
Right. To the vengeance.
And if you do throw grenades, you know I'm going to jump on them. That's just my job. That's what I do.
That's how you make sure they work.
Alright, there's the breacher. I'll grab that. Alright, let's go open that wall.
I love the way they run, also, by the way.
We've got 10 seconds. Here we go. We don't actually have to go through this, but this is just how you get access to this secret. So we can't it'll just take us to the room, but yeah, there we go.
Big ol' honking hole in the wall, and
you guys are getting pro gamer tips.
you get free stuff here. You get the only time this weapon appears in story mode, I think, the Rock Smasher.
Did you loot that?
And a Mac 42.
Oh, I jumped down too soon. I know I'm not having fun like you guys are having fun. Dang,
There's nothing particularly interesting up here.
The new club.
No Sean's allowed.
Damn it. You guys are
Banished
assholes.
from the realm.
It's okay. I know you still like me.
Yeah, in regards to the voice acting, I think it'd be really fun to just see more and more YouTubers in this game. Like, I would love it if just like Markiplier ended up playing this game and he just voices like one random grunt that's just kind of shows up.
Oh, hopefully. Oh, this could be. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't even know where we would put him, but hopefully, Matt and I will get to see Zach Hadel of Smiling Friends fame and Hellbender fame. Again.
Yeah.
He and Cusack are going to be in Philly for the Adult Swim block party thingy. So
nice.
Hopefully we'll get to see those guys, and maybe I can ask if Zach is, would be interested in doing a voice gig. Yeah.
Okay, the bottom.
He's an old friend. I love Zach. Maybe he would like to do some zany voice acting.
We have to go upstairs,
Yeah.
guys.
But I imagine if you got somebody super prestigious like Markiplier, I would just make him some like random grunt who shows up in a cutscene like, "Hey, what's going on around here?" and then immediately dies. Just like a piano falls on his head.
Yeah, for 2 seconds and then it's over.
Let's do the jump down.
I guess somebody already picked up the bomb because I just set it up.
And now we're good to go, so we don't need this anymore.
Adios!
Stuck in a Groundhog Day. I'm stuck in a third floor Groundhog Day.
Yeah, let's get another question rolling. I think.
Okay,
It's time
yeah.
for another one.
Let me see. All right, we got a couple here. All right, with sorry, I lose focus on the play area one.
No, we got a question there on, what was that? On average, how much time did it take to create a single level in this stage, or in this game?
That's good. That's good.
Week and a month.
Yeah, sometimes longer, sometimes much shorter.
Yeah.
It really depends on like how much stuff we either recycled or like it just comes flying off the cuff. A stage like this actually wound up giving us a lot of trouble, so like we had to hang out on it for quite a while. That like we don't work on them like in a row. We'll find ourselves like getting most of it done and then coming back to it, adding assets to it as they're completed.
Right.
So that we get that kind of like visual cross pollination, we'll call it. So like you'll see assets from one thing in the next, and so it's not too distinct from one stage to the next.
Yeah.
So like yeah, that is to say like this stage, since we were working on it for so long because it kept bringing us bugs and what have you, we have it opened up and we'd be like, hey, we got all these new assets. Let's just keep fluffing this place out.
Yeah, this was a problem stage for a while, just because it changed the way, because you notice how we like go through sections, then it blocks us off from the previous section. And so we came up with that because that's, you would see those in classic beat 'em ups where now you're in a new screen, you fight the bad guys, you move to the next. And in this game previously, that was usually taken care of by just being in a new room. This is one gargantuan room by the scale that most rooms are judged in.
Yeah, I think it was like the largest room as far as like complexity goes.
Yeah, so like these guys here, but then what was stopping you from running forward or backwards? So once we did that, we went back and gave that treatment to, if folks remember from our first podcast, going through the outskirts stage, the post-truck chase junkyard.
Yeah.
That got that treatment after the fact, but you could just run back the entire way if you wanted to.
Which just ruined everything, really.
Yeah, it shouldn't be made that way. We should never be allowed to backtrack in a stage like this. There's no reason.
And like, yeah, as that happened, like this stage wound up benefiting visually from it too, because we just spent time on it and we have more assets for it. So, for better or for worse, it's just kind of like the flow of things. Shorter stages, of course, like, were made quickly because we had things just handy. I can't really think of anything, like, because none of them really, I'm not reminded of any stages, like, existing quickly. Like, it just doesn't happen very, very well.
Right. Let me see. Yeah, other than that, I figured, what do you think? Like, we'll do, like, one more question, and we'll do the stage in entirety next time, perhaps?
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. So somebody was asking a question about the old, like, our old intentions for the game when, in the, like, alpha version of the game, with the purpose of, like, of specialties and proficiencies and extensions, which I believe are what we were calling different kinds of skills, right? Like, if you were a hacker, that was like a skill set you could purchase into, and you would be able to do things like block doors so enemies couldn't come through them, or turn off turrets.
Yeah, that was back when we had like a much more mobility-focused idea of what the game was.
Yeah, it ended up being more trouble than it was worth, and Arena just didn't feel right. Like, that felt like something you could do in story, but in story you don't build your character. Oh yeah, we have to find the bomb again, but this time it's personal.
And this time...
Find bomb with a vengeance.
Owie, ow, ow.
Oh, there's the bomb. Bomb located.
That's the bomb.
Thanks.
Setting up the bomb, so...
The bomb has been planted.
Light that bomb! Oh shit, someone needs help!
Boy.
Jump on them!
There.
I'm on fire. We did it. We blew up the bomb thing that blows up.
Oh shit, we got a stringer.
We have enemies. I see a single enemy over here.
Oh, what you doing?
The enemy of my enemy is my enemy.
See? Game is extended.
Well, thanks for ruining my stealth kill, Matt. I really appreciate that. I thought we were friends, man.
Alright, so I suppose, and we turned this into a checkpoint, yeah, because this, again,
This is a very long... Yeah.
this stage was so long, and even if it's not difficult, it drags, so having a checkpoint here was important.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is a good spot to stop, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're
Can't see anything.
Oh, alright.
slip away.
After I beat up this abomination.
Well, yeah, that was fantastic. For anybody
That was awesome.
made it this far, remember, ask us questions in the
Comments,
in the
and we
comments.
will do our best to get there.
Yeah, and for the questions that we liked, we will, and the ones that we fielded and the ones that we thought were really good, we'll try to hand out some keys and DMs to you guys if
that's the thing.
if you used us. Remember, we favor questions on Project Nexus, not so much Madness Combat. There was one that I liked about somebody asking if we'll ever see any factions from Project Nexus appear in Madness Combat. And I'm pretty sure the answer is no, because combat is its own thing.
Yeah, they're just two different kind of lanes.
They're telling two different stories. Madness, it's not that Madness Combat and Project Nexus exist in the same exact timeline, no alternate dimensions, same characters.
It's just all of these events in Project Nexus. This is all the past, and Madness Combat is the future for the most part.
This takes place somewhere in between the Madness Combat.
Yeah.
Arena mode is definitively before combat.
Yeah, arena mode's way before.
30 years and change. But yeah, I suppose we'll close up here. I've been Swain.
This has been Matt.
Yeah,
And-
I'm Zep, and
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, dude.
Dude, yeah, it's absolute blast to always have you around.
Yeah, that was great, guys. That was fantastic. So thanks for having
thank
me.
you for being on the show. You're welcome back anytime. We'll be happy to have you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, we're gonna do a loop back around. I'm sure after we've kind of talked to the entire dev team, we've got Lochner at some point hopefully coming up, and then we'll get some other voice actor buddies to maybe pop in, folks that have contributed to the game, and then we'll loop back around and start doing good, like just fun mashups and do some banter and just kind of keep it going.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Right on.